Poetry has the power to heal and the power to destroy. It can be used to liberate and, after liberation, to celebrate. The poetry within is not owned, yet it is part of me. And once it is spoken, it becomes part of anyone who opens their minds and receives it.
Poetry is poetry that come to set the whole world free.
I met Benjamin around 1980, and ever since that time we have been really, really good friends. You know, we toured together, worked on TV together. And in all of his fame, he was just a humble person. He remained the same.
We did a lot together. There were times when I used to stay over at his house quite often. We do come through every Sunday. He was a lover of football. For me, he's just my uncle. He wasn't Benjamin Zephaniah. It was kind of strange seeing him in that light, you know. But proud of him.
Just thinking about all the different kinds of Benjamin we've known, the poet, the writer, the actor, the activist, the philosopher, the academic. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
We were all born in Birmingham to a Barbadian father and a Jamaican mother. We were a close family, although we were separated for some time. As a child, he was always the centre of attention, creative. He stood up in church and did a poem. And he was like cricket champion in school, football champion. I think Benjamin wanted a way out because he was stuck in a rut with, you know, getting involved in the wrong crowd. So he just wanted to get away from all that. And he moved to London in the kind of late 70s, early 80s.
He definitely turned his life around from being a petty thief, petty little things Benjamin used to steal, to what he became. He was dyslexic, he was crap at school, so when he told us he was going to be a poet, we just didn't believe him.
I came to East London in Stratford, and there was like an alternative bookshop that wanted to publish me. And they were like, just every kind of minority in this little place. And it really kind of educated me.
Everyone had an equal say, and I think that also helped to kind of push his thoughts further on than maybe develop them as they did.
I remember Benjamin's first performance. He wouldn't go on, and various people, myself amongst them, around him going, "You can do it, Benjamin, it will be fine." Of course, he became so confident later on, you forget he wasn't always that person.
And was working out of Norwich Road Church. We used to have regular shows in there.
He was a wonderful man. He was generous. He always listened to people. He loved children.
The work he did with schools to get his work onto the curriculum at a time when there were no black authors on the curriculum. The work that he did with my organisation, New Monitoring Project, around stop and search, you know, he lent his voice, so we were able to bring things to the forefront.
And he got involved in housing co-ops, in charities, in good causes around social justice.
Benjamin was exemplary in talking truth and causing discomfort, but it was a righteous discomfort.
Poetry helped me to speak to the world. I have dedicated my life to poetry and the struggle, but ultimately, I have been on a lifelong quest to find inner peace. The peace of which I speak is not simply an absence of war. There is no way to peace, because peace is the way.
And I remember just hearing him perform on TV and just being like, wait, who's this person? And then being like, I have to find all the poems, I have to find what he's done, I have to listen to his music.
It's not just the Caribbean community, anyone can resonate with what Benjamin stood for.
One thing that really strikes me about Benjamin's poetry is that it appeals to all sorts of audiences.
If it was in Benjamin's heart, it came out in a poem.
We lost a champion, but personally, I lost a pal.
Benjamin was always there for Inquest, willing to help us.
He never allowed getting a higher celebrity profile, international figure to affect his commitment to doing stuff for his community.
Benjamin, you didn't just live, you gave a legacy that will never fade. For me, you were my rhythm, my song, my strength, my compass, where I belong. For the world, you were hope, a fearless guide, a voice that rose when others cried. No tears too loud, no cries too long. Your peace reminds me to stay strong.
People will always need people. To make life appealing and give life some meaning, it's useful to have other people. If you want to change, to whom will you turn? If you want a lesson, from whom will you learn? If you want to play, then you'll know why I say, people will always need people.
It's about uniting people and not divide this division that we have amongst race and culture and everything else. And he was like a glue bringing that together.
So influential by just writing poems, speaking out, and even some of his actions.
They attempted to award Benjamin, was it a CBE or an OBE, one of those ridiculous things with E standing for Empire. They obviously didn't know him very well because he inevitably turned that down.
Power, love, peace, humanity. No profit like comes with messages.
He was somebody who was telling us about the way things were and was talking about what the future would be.
He left a mark on a vast number of people.
I would like to be remembered as someone who really believed in one love. You can have the love of your friends, your wife, your husband, family and your pets. But I have one love for every living thing, and that includes the earth itself, because it too is alive. Peace. I'm out of here.